psychologists, school counselors, and other mental health providers for elementary and middle school students. My name is Susie, and I'm wondering, do you have trouble finding activities to do for your counseling sessions? Are you looking for more kinds of specific targeted games for anger management, empathy, or social skills? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to go over my new handbook called The School Psych's Guide for the Best School Year Ever. This book is made up of a lot of my products that are already posted and available on my Teacher Pay Teacher store, Counseling Fanny Pack of Fun. And this year, instead of just making new individual materials, I decided to put all of my resources, worksheets, and counseling games together into one workbook. I'm calling it a handbook because it's not just a workbook that students would, fill in pages or just activities like that. I really enjoy play therapy. My students find it fun and engaging to come to my office and play a new board game to learn about whatever the topic is that they need to work on. I find that the games that I've made, if they're for empathy or social skills, they just are better than, buying a $50 board game that maybe touches a little bit on working on some of those skills, but that doesn't really, hone in on the specific thing that I'm working on with them. So I really like to use my products. I originally make them all for myself and my students, but I have been posting them on Teacher Pay Teacher since 2020. And my store's been doing really well. So I have probably over 125 games and other counseling activities on my site, but I decided that I was going to compile them all into one book and make these videos for each of the games that are in it and worksheets and other activities that I do myself. I'm going to try to give some sample videos of how to play each game. All the games do have directions, but sometimes it's better to really see it in action. So that way when you go to your counseling session to support your students, you can feel very confident that you know exactly how to use the game and how to facilitate conversations and engage the students in that counseling activity so that they leave with a positive feeling and with learning those social emotional skills that you're trying to help them with. The book is $55 and right now it's just a PDF downloadable file on my Teacher Pay Teacher site. If you were to itemize each individual game and worksheet and school psych form like parent rating scales and student interview forms, the value would be over $120. So please enjoy this video that goes over all the different sections of my handbook. And if you have questions or comments, you can leave them below. The link to the book is in the descriptions. And if you like this video, please, positive reinforcement for school psychs out there, give me a thumbs up. And if you're just tuning into my channel and I have more than this one or two videos that I've just started to make and you're really liking it, please subscribe and then you'll see more videos pop up for you. Thanks for watching.
So here is the cover page, the School Psych's Handbook for the Best School Year Ever. This handbook will make your school year smooth sailing as a school psychologist or school counselor. So I just have a few pages about me, about the book, and then I have a table of contents page. So these are just the assessment tools. And then I have my section on behavior. And I included some behavior rewards charts and then a worksheet for expected versus unexpected behavior. The Wheel of Colors coping skills game. These are the cards for it. And I'm going to go through each game individually so that you know exactly how to play that game. When you're about to play it, you can run my video real quick just as a refresher, and you'll be confident and ready to have your counseling session. Okay, these are other worksheets for emotions. And then I have my anger management section. This is a very large section of the book. This is the calming helper tool that I use for students that are working on anger management and emotional regulation in the classroom. It's just a classroom tool they can use, and it goes along with a video that teaches them square breathing. About anger triggers. These are the calming strategies, worksheets. Oh, this is the anger thermometer. It also does have a video that's great from SEL sketches on size of feelings. And this worksheet goes right with that. And then I have the regulation game, self-regulation with the cards. This is a social story, the bad day, and reflection sheets. These are all games for anger management. This is the frustration game. Here's the game board. I'm just going to show you a few of the different things. These are my rapport building activities. Everything can be printed out either as needed, or you can print everything out at once and put them into a binder. This is the social skills chapter, conversation game, manners. This is my manners board game. These are the cards for the game. This is for social skills beach ball, social skills card game version. It's the same game, but you can play it with a beach ball or with a deck of cards. And I also have a Jenga version. And here's the chapter on empathy. This is a game. These are the cards for the game. This is another game. This is another game for empathy, Tower to Empathy, where students color in the different sections as they answer questions. There's the cards. This is worksheets on empathy and coping skills. There's a lesson, and then there's coping skills Jenga and some worksheets. Here is a social story that I included called Calming My Body and Playing Safely. All of my social stories are coloring books because I think, bringing in some activity with coloring while making it personalized for the student about controlling themselves and their body can make a good counseling session. And at the end of this, I do have a front-loading playtime and calming reminder card. So it has instructions on it that you can have the teacher have to front load the student before they go out to recess for those kiddos that are a little bit aggressive on the playground. And then the next section is self-esteem and positive thinking. Then I have self-esteem Jenga worksheets, the positive thinking superheroes play and worksheet activities. This is a fun activity to do in counseling session where they read through the play. I even one time made a video of my students and shared it with their special day classroom, and I did not put it on YouTube. It was just for their classroom, and they really got a kick out of seeing themselves. And they dressed up as superheroes also. It's quite a fun activity. These are just some worksheets related to positive thinking. This is a fun activity. It goes along with a Zenden video for learning about mindfulness and the I can't monster. Then students can pick their monster or draw their own. And this is the section on mindfulness with some information. And then these are drawings that I've made that are more gender neutral that I think kids will like for some mindfulness coloring. And then the final chapter is on sleep. I have a sleep questionnaire and then a sleep routine weekly journal. And then I have a presentation that has a bingo game. So the students fill out the card with all the words that are below. And then as you go through the presentation, they fill in their bingo card. It really helps keep kids engaged in a learning style of presentation, which can be harder for some kids. This is the presentation. And then this is a separate sleep bingo game where this is the bingo card, and then And then you cut out all the different words and definitions of each kind of thing. And it's kind of a refresher for the next session on sleep. Okay, and that is the end of my book. Then there's a notes page.
I want to thank you for watching and learning all about my new handbook.